Apex. So what is Apex and why should we use it? Now let's say Apex. Apex is nothing but so far whatever we have done it, right? So far in the admin, everything is we have deal with configuration. We have done with the configuration like a drag drop or creating the fields objects. Everything is a configuration in the admin part of it. Now, if you want to customize it, that means based on the requirement, if you want to go with some kind of a customization, right? Like some application you wanted to implement or you wanted to build certain logic. So when you want to build certain logic, if the configuration is not able to fulfill, that means developer cannot implement the requirement only using the configuration. In that scenario, we will go to the Apex. Apex is basically, it is strongly typed object-oriented programming language. So similar like a other technologies like a Java or C, so which is nothing but Apex is also only one technology we have to write a business logic in the Salesforce, which is nothing but a Apex. And the Apex is a strongly typed object-oriented programming language. So like a Python or like Java, any other, it's a object-oriented programming language. So basically, what is the object-oriented? Like everybody says object-oriented. But what is this object-oriented? So using here, object-oriented is nothing but using the object. Like we have a object on top of the object. Like an object can be defined as a data field that has a unique behavior. Like I have created one object here, right? So by creating that means I'm creating some data modeling onto this data modeling, the basically creating the object and fields on particular object. So whatever the object I have implemented, further in order to build some kind of a style or a programming categorized, right? So if I wanted to build object plus some program or some classes, or let's say classes of the object, if I'm linking the classes of the object with the method, which is nothing but a object-oriented programming language. So object-oriented programming language is a style of programming categorized by the identification of the classes of a object, classes of this particular object linked with the methods or functions. Wherever we have a function like a Python, Java, Apex, Lightning, everything we have a functions. So combination of this, which is called as a object-oriented programming language. That means we are structurizing it correctly with the object, right, which is nothing but a object-oriented programming language. Right. So in simple example, car is a object-oriented programming language because car has a model name, color, year in which it was manufactured, and engine size. So many things are there. So which is nothing but a car is a object. Car is a object, and this car, for this car we have we can implement different classes, functions. In order to work that car, we have to build certain functions. So those are called as a object-oriented programming language. Apex is a strongly typed object-oriented programming language, and this is used on the force.com platform. This is used on the force.com platform. So that means you can write or you can customize it, the program, or you can write a program on the Force.com platform. So to write a business logic or to write a program which helps to achieve the solution to the problem. So I have some problem if I wanted to achieve using the customization. So we need to go to the Apex. Apex sits into the Force.com platform. So Apex is nothing but it's a strongly typed object-oriented programming language that is used on the Force.com platform to write the business logic or to write a program which helps to achieve the solution to the problem. So that's what we have discussed. And Apex, we use it on top of the application, the Salesforce application. On top of the Salesforce application, if you want to extend the functionality of the Salesforce, then we will use on top of the SaaS application, which is nothing but Salesforce.com application. We use it Apex. So basically, Apex is saved, compiled, and executed on the server of the Force.com platform. So that's about the introduction of the Apex.